It's been nearly 13 years since the release of the original All-Star Battle, and more than 10 years since Eyes of Heaven. Even if you include All-Star Battle R, that's still 4 years since the last console fighting JoJo game. With the ever-increasing popularity of the JoJo series, plus the renewed interest from the Steel Ball Run anime, I think it's time we're due for a new fighting game within the next couple years. I wanted to make a little wish list of characters I'd love to see in this future game, specifically characters from Steel Ball Run, as a representation from the last two games have been quite lackluster. I have selected 12 characters for this list. I choose only 12 to be realistic, as in All-Star Battle, the part with the most characters is part 4 with 12 playable characters, and with part 7 being the second longest part to date, plus the extra attention is going to be receiving due to the anime, I don't see it as being unreasonable to expect around 12 or so characters, so let's get this started. For my first 4 slots, I'm going to quickly slot in the 4 characters we have in previous games, those being Johnny, Gyro, Valentine, and Diego. I'm going to have Diego occupy only 1 slot, as for 1, I want as much room as possible for the rest of the characters, and 2, I would like to see a system where we can potentially swap between both Diegos and both stands. For number 5, I have Weka Pipo. Weka Pipo is definitely the character I'd love to see the most in this game. It would be so fun to have another Steel Ball user other than Gyro. I think his left side axia, or however you pronounce it, could be a fun mechanic to play with. For number 6, I have Salman. I think this one is very obvious and self-explanatory. He honestly already should have been in the last 2 games. I think he's one of the best designed stands, and we don't nearly see enough of it, so to have him in game form would be perfect. For number 7, we got second best girl in all of Steel Ball Run, and that's Hot Pants. I think she's another easy pick, and I would enjoy to play as her. For number 8, I have the legendary Ringo Road again. This is easily the most hyped character of all Steel Ball Run, and he has voice lines in the menus of the previous games already, so there's no reason why he shouldn't be added. Number 9 is honestly going to be more for early part antagonist representation, and that's Oyekomova. Not to say I don't like him or would be hyped to have him added to the game, of course. I think he's better suited to be here compared to Mrs. Robinson or the Boom Boom family, for example. At 10 is Mountain Tim. We've seen him in the first episode of the Steel Ball Run anime, and I think he looks great, and I think his stand would lead to a fun moveset. 11, to the detriment of Mountain Tim, we have Blackmore. This is another character that I'm personally extremely hyped for. If they implement some sort of mechanic that makes it rain at any stage that you're playing him in as, I think that would be awesome. Now at 12, my last pick, this is probably going to be the biggest sneak on this list. I know there are others that most people would put here before this character, but you're going to have to hear me out. At 12 is the 11 Men. I just think that mechanically they could have an awesome moveset. Any fighting game character that has like a duplication or a multiple character gimmick is always cool to me, so that's why I'm more partial for the 11 Men to be in this game. I have 2 quick honorable mentions, and that's Lucy Steele and Pocoloco. My only problem with these 2 and why they aren't on the list is I don't know how they're going to make movesets for these characters. I don't know how they would work. I definitely think that Lucy Steele is more likely since we've seen her fight, but we got literally nothing for Pocoloco. Again, I wouldn't not like to see him in this game, but I just don't know how they would be implemented. So yeah, thanks for watching.